Hey viewers and viewers, my name is John Red Strategist and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. This is part 2 now. So, remember of course last episode we made a start on this interesting title. So, of course, as I said last episode, when I fired this game up to first time, it came up with a little disclaimer message about how apparently people who are easily disturbed shouldn't play this game. Which of course has got my curiosity peaked now, because so far this game has all been, you know, standard, very cutesy, visual novel, what you'd expect, pretty much. So I'm kind of interested why it would give a disclaimer like that. So I'm guessing at some point in this game there's going to be a big twist. But, you know, we've met the 4 girls, we're a part of the literature club now. Herr Gloopfak, as our character is called, he's, you know, going to try and get in with, you know, at least one of these girls. So, we did a fair few things. We got introduced to the different characters, we gave them some voices, which I of course have. You know, and also we were introduced to the poem mechanic as well. You know, you remember last episode we had that thing with the poem where we were writing a poem, basically selecting words which we think might appeal to certain members of the club. So my guess is that that's how you pursue certain girls, potentially. But the thing is, because I didn't really know much about the girls' personalities other than a few kind of immediate clues, I think there was a fairly even mix between different girls there, so I'm not sure which one I'll have, you know, let's say chatted up there, if that's the right word. So we'll see. I guess it'll reveal it to us now as we get into this next session with the club. Now, here we have, of course, Monica, who I gave the sort of Shakespearean voice, because why not? A good morn again to you, Herr Gloopfak. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I'll at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. God. I have to, you know, keep sipping from a glass of water here. Oh, God. Oh. That's better, there. Otherwise my voice keeps going. Thanks for keeping your promise, Herr Gloopfak. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it, because you're an idiotic son of a bitch, clearly. Come on, like you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yeah, part of me is thinking about maybe ditching the Russian accent. I kind of based it on the fact that you have pink hair, and I remember T-34 Chan from Panzer Models, that was the visual novel I did, and I gave her a sort of Russian accent, because, you know, Russian tank and all that, but I don't know. Part of me wonders if maybe I might change your voice, perhaps, I'm not sure. Ah, Natsuki, you certainly doth have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Oh, don't worry, guys. Herr Gloopfak always... Mario voice. Herr Gloopfak always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, without me even asking. That's not the Mario voice. Why does that disappear from my head? Like a cook in cleaning my room. There we go, that's the Italian voice. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Jeez. Is that so? Haha. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Herr Gloopfak can become good friends too? Sayori. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. The fucking bitch. Oh, what do I do? Hey, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. I think Yuri I may have got marginally more words for in that poem mechanic, so I'm guessing maybe it'll push me to spend more time with her, perhaps? First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, because basically you've got a short attention span because you're probably a fucking goldfish, you bastard. So it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, yeah. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Am I going into Irish here? I think I am, not German. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Dear me. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. That was definitely going Irish for a second then, what am I doing? I always do this. My voices always end up blending together. Because some of them do sound kind of similar, so it's easy to get them, you know, subconsciously they sort of start merging into one. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read, yeah. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Oh. Okay. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up yet. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual for all the plebeians in the world. But it's not something like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event a year. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the same thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point, old bean. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? A morsel or two to bring them closer? Oh, what a kind. Well, I guess we could... a cup of cakes. A good thinking on your part, my dear fellow. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes us the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. A cupcake speak to my creative tummy. ... Cupcakes it is then, lo and behold. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself, my dear fellow. Okay. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Okay. So who did I get more words for in that poem mechanic in the last episode? Was it Yuri as I thought it was, or did I get more for Sayori then? Yeah. Okay, well, sorry, I'm just fiddling with the microphone. Okay, unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh god, jeez. Okay. Oh! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Oh god. Sorry, let me just adjust my headset. It's getting a bit slippery, slipping off my head. Just tighten it up a bit. There we go. Sorry. Oh wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club, yeah? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's a true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself, yeah? You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself, because she's a ditz. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. God, I sometimes just think for a second or two just to get the voice on point. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you mean me? And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up, yeah? Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Okay, wow. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ooh, we get CG, everybody. Huh. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Ooh, is it because of her budding bosom, by any chance? Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Okay. Okay. I don't say... Oh, wrong voice. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? To see her button blazered up like that. But it's just so stuffy. Ugh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's your CG scene, everybody. So you're getting, everybody. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out, untwirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Dearie me. What the hell is a... Alright, I thought there was a van parked outside my house then. I was just looking out my window. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier, yeah? Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Sorry, my throat. Let me have a sip of water. Here we are. I guess that we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. That's a blend of Mario and German, what am I doing? You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems that we spent all our times writing and share them now? Yay! Herr Glubfack, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, Sam. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did thou remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't thou dost find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same, myself. Oh, who should I show my poem to first? Ooh, okay. Right, I see, so now I have a choice. I can go after a girl. Okay. So was the poem... I don't know, actually. I was just thinking then, if I get to choose which girl I go after, then what's the actual point of the poem? I'm not sure. Okay. Well, So, shall I go for Sayori or Natsuki or Yuri or Monica? Sure. Let's go for Monica. I like the look of you, Monica. I should start with Monica, yeah. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Yars. Hello, Herr Gloopfak. A fine afternoon to you. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening to thine suggestions. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, yeah. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Aha! Don't worry, Herr Gloopfak. We're all a little embarrassed today, dost thou know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. We shall break down these hurdles to our friendship, and break them down together we shall. I'm sorry, I'm adding my own Shakespearean lines. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Really? Wow, you read that quickly. Jesus. Okay. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Oh, okay. Right, so did I get more of Sayori's words when I did the poem thing? Okay. Is that so, yeah? You and Sayori really are good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if thou had these sort of things in common with her. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, dear fellow. But maybe there are also some similarities that thou wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than thou wouldst think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get, or the kind of impression, I should say, because I'm a thespian, that I get when reading thine poem. You sure you're not reading in... wrong voice. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Aha! I could be, dear fellow. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a very gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness and depression and grief and stricken misery and overbearing joy. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Okay, does that maybe give me a hint about what sort of thing she's into? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, each to their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either, dear fellow. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Oh, that's absolutely fine. I'd love to see thou try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that doth suit you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits thou the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write, dear fellow. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Is that a little fourth wall push there? Am I detecting someone pushing the fourth wall? Ha ha! Anyway, wouldst thou like to read my poem now? Oh, do I get to read yours? Okay. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good, yeah? Well, that's because I have to sound confident. As leader of this club, it is my duty. It is my duty to be confident and joyous at all times. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, thou knowst. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh. Okay. Alright. We're actually getting poetry readings in this game, I see. Maybe I should read this, in a serious voice. Okay, let me have a sip of water. Okay, prepare yourselves for a nice, good reading, everybody. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What? God. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of my high school English literature classes, where we would look at poems like this and we would try and decipher what the hell they were on about. Okay. Can anyone make sense of this? Does it mean anything? It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. What's a spackle? I don't actually know what that is. I don't know. Can't see. I peer inside. Scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. This about you having, I don't know, looking into something and having, I don't know, I've no idea. I was going to say maybe having a realisation, but I'm not sure. I don't know. So, what dost thou think of this poem? It's very freeform, is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yes, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular in these modern times. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, the stanzas and the verse. When performed out loud, it can be truly powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it in words, my dear fellow. I guess you could say like that I had some kind of epiphany. Oh! Okay. So, I was on the right lines there when I said it sounded like she was having some kind of realisation or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what the poem is about then. Wow, that's interesting. Wow, I got that quicker than I thought I would. It's been influencing my poems a bit lately. An epiphany, ah? Yes, something like that, my dear fellow. A realisation of a truth. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's rather coming on strongly to a stranger who I'm still getting to know. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day, dear fellow. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, or your quill, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. That's interesting advice, yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me. That's one thing actually, as an academic I do sometimes tell my students in seminars. If ever, you're having trouble writing an essay, sometimes the problem is that, you have your arguments and your evidence and the things you want to actually write about. You have them in your head and you can explain them mentally to yourself, but you have this strange disconnect where you struggle to actually get it down on paper. That's a common problem that students often have, and I always recommend free writing exercises, because sometimes the problem is that, you're trying to make it perfect first time. So sometimes, rather than trying to make it perfect first time, you should instead try and do an exercise where you just get your raw thoughts down on paper. Don't, use punctuation, don't capitalise, don't try to make it perfect. Just get the thought down on paper and then tidy it up later. That's free writing, everybody, and it can be a good little exercise to do. So, yeah, Monica's absolutely right there. But, that's enough of me going off on a tangent a little bit there. Okay. I think I'll save the game here, and I might wrap this episode up here, since I've been doing, what, about half an hour or so. That's what I did with the first episode as well. You know what, we'll make episodes about half an hour for this series. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining me for part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Next episode, we'll probably, continue on here, show our poem to some more girls. That's the thing though, I'm just wondering, like, because it has that poem mechanic, but now I'm just able to pick which girl I go for, and it's letting me go after all of them, so what's the deal with the poem mechanic then? Is there more to it? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, well, if you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, or you can check out my General Red Propagandist channel if you're interested, where I react to /watch/review anime content. If you're interested in, navigating to any of those, just check the video description. Links to them all are in, are down there. Alternatively, for the Propagandist channel, you can access it through the Strategist main channel page. Links, of course, over on the right. Other than that, thank you, everybody. Hope you'll join me for part 3. I'm still curious to see what's going to happen in this. It's all very, lovey-dovey so far, very calm, relaxed, cutesy, but I've still got that friggin' disclaimer at the start on the loading screen in mind, and I'm wondering, is this game going to sucker punch me with something? I'm not sure, but yeah, so, we'll find out, of course, in due course. But other than that, thank you everybody, and goodbye, or... Oh, got him! Shit, get off the edge! Oh! No, go! Get out of here, get out, no, I'm gonna die! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh shit, no! Oh, fuck! I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop it! Yeah. Oh lord! No! Holy crap! This area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my... What the fuck? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?